Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon? What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it? You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So, might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. It's troublesome, I know. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would all that to say, I'm very relieved to see you. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place...
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here.
Finally! We made it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier? Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know...
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh! Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance? No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Ugh. That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how Em put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered...
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here. What?
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends, and as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
Gushabiat? Gushabiat? Gushabiat?
You finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. Ah, so you noticed too. Not to mention, this is the largest library in Northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer... Besides, if a book exists in this world, then it's better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more... suspect. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
O traveler from beyond this world, will you witness this tale unfold?
Alice?
You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression. Anywho, come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
Hmm? Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so...
It's all good. We've had worse.
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe... Anyway, what brings you here? Did you...
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
So, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic, after all.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of
What's this?
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was...
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire? Oh, well, you're missing out. It's a wonderful book. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume, but by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. But... And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, she made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed the only person who could resolve...
So my mother's greatest regret...
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means
That's one way to put it.
Is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh.
just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such with their experience? You'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Yeah, if it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of...
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give.
Don't worry, we'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. Make it even.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're...
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book...
So, where are we supposed to find these...
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll... Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And this?
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it. It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
It just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even...
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish.
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be...
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much... Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she...
Yeah! Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Oh, here we are again. Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout. Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance there. A witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this Hey, you... might actually be on...
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes...
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two...
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right... The Mondstadt Library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story.
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many...
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon...
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide back when he first arrived here. Poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I figured if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. That particular knight knows this library inside and out. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after. According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa. Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But let's see what Lisa makes of it. Second strongest spell in existence. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the month? Huh. It's one of M's after all. An experiment log. There's something...
Well, this book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really?
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must... Well, truly extraordinary. And certainly not the kind of thing that should be just...
So, it's some kind of book of spell?
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But the only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, well, Did you... Yes, this is a restricted book, all right.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection.
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end,
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an... But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such... Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out...
So the version in the poem...
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon him... Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers.
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section...
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into. Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once...
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work,
Alright, we've gathered all the reference books.
Wait, look!
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking. At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us?
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragonborn youth step on.
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now? Yeah. But... what?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... M?
Yeah, she loved it. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story...
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Yeah, I agree.
Look at all these books! Guessing the witch did a lot.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only. Where else might a story be born if.
Oh! This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen.
My mother had a hat just like this.
Then, the witch must be M! Looks like this story...
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, for in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep...
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and then...
This is my story, isn't it?
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story?
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby...
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth.
What? You want us to...
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg...
Huh, you...
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime. At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its... I brought you into being because I willed it so. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason... Thank you for...
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter? Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon. True. Everything's always so
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey! That's Alice!
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the...
Wait, so even magic ink needs time?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that... So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break. Yeah! Paimon has a sudden craving for the Good Hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway. Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time if you feel like checking it out.
Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, Why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while? If ever you find that the animals in Nodcry behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
I see. So no ninjutsu can disguise someone as a potion bottle after all. But think about it.
Really? But making a ninja gadget like that would take forever. And it'd be a real pain, too.
Traveler, what brings you here?
I ran into Dory while I was shopping, and she dragged me into helping film an advert. She talked so fast, I couldn't even get a word in, and bought me lots of snacks and drinks, so I've been listening to her talk this whole time.
This little potion is nothing less than the newest, most valuable treasure in Lord Sangamabe's portfolio. Behold! Feast your eyes on the ultra-amazing miracle tonic, guaranteed to make you tall. Come on. Customers these days don't have the patience for in-depth pamphlets or detailed explanations. So, I just crammed everything they need to know about the potion and its effects into the name. It's a bit long, sure, but it gets the point across loud and clear.
Sounds nice, but I don't have any more. The Shrine Maiden took all my allowance. I've never really understood budgeting and always spent too fast. So, by the end of the month, once the Shrine Maiden found out, she insisted on helping me do, an audit. Turns out, I keep buying random stuff, none of which I can actually use. My house is stuffed full of unopened. She helped me go through them and discovered 5 different types of height-boosting medicines, 6 kinds of nutritional supplements, and so she said that starting this month, she'll manage my stipend. If I want to buy something, I have to ask her first. No more impulse.
So, Miss Ninja, hypothetically, and I do mean hypothetically, if you were to tell that kind Shrine Maiden you would please Traveler such harsh language, are you implying that I, Lord Sangamabe, am but of course, in matters of business, would I ever... traveler! How could you? Is that really how you see me? You know that I'm neither the largest nor fastest of felines. Living up to your name and fame, traveler. Fine, forget it. Miss Ninja, since the traveler is your friend, she was about to buy too, but as long as you're willing to help me make the ad, this potion is on the... Yes, that's the... During the production of the advertisement, all potions you consume shall be free of charge. And that's not all.
Really?
Not to worry. When it comes to making an app, all you need to do is use your ninjutsu and poof, turn yourself into a potion bottle, and then burst open with another big poof. And then potion bottles will come raining down from the sky. Now that... No problem. I managed to hire a magician from Fontaine to help. We'll film the ad together, and soon it'll be seen across Teyvat.
Then I need to go ask for some time off.
Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden. Still the moon.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's command. Ad Astra.